Hey there, welcome back. A new week has passed and we dug quite some holes.
Saturday, 8 a.m. We are digging our graves. Oh no, wait. It's for our power.
This one is for our new outer box, which will contain all our connections like electricity and internet. Only water will obviously have different connection. To set up this box, we dug a about 70 centimeter hole, compressed the earth a bit, and finally mounted that huge box on 2 concrete tiles. The box is really heavy, and first we were afraid it might tip over, but now it stands very securely, and later when the box is halfway covered in earth, it will be perfectly stable. In the last step, we did some fine adjustments with sand below that concrete tiles to make sure the box is really well leveled. So usually, modern German houses have a multi-part connection called Mehrsparte, directly integrated for water, electricity, internet and gas if you need gas. But our tiny house comes from Estonia and does not have such a connection, and that makes every bit a bit more difficult here. So we need to move our electric connection from our old house, which will be demolished, to this newly set up connection box. And we thought that would be one step, like just moving that connection, but as it turns out, these are 2 different actions for our power grid provider. So we had a team here that did, in the first step, remove our old house from the power grid. So it was not too big of a problem. They came with an excavator and dug up and secured the power cable. They were super nice. They also removed the old phone cable for us and prepared everything in a way that we just need to reconnect the cable to our newly installed box. Well, okay, this has to be done by an electrician, but everything is prepared now. A thing that I was not aware of is that usually tape is buried together with the cable, or well, it's more like it's buried some centimeters on top of the cable. So the tape marks what kind of cable is running underneath it. And if you start digging on your property, you might find it, and you know to either be careful here, or in case you were searching for that cable, you know that you are on the right track. I have to say, at first I was a bit worried on how they would remove the cable connection from our house. But it was a super interesting process. They can do this while the power is still on in our street and on the cable. And at the end, they secure each core with a shrink cap. And then also the complete cable with all the cores gets a big shrink cap around it. And that's basically enough to secure a power grid cable.
Willkommen auf YouTube, man hat nicht gesehen.
So now that the power is gone from our old house, we can finish clearing it, and yeah, I brought you some impressions. Now that most walls, floors and ceilings are gone, some very creepy gaps emerged. And I always hope to find something very interesting or fun behind these old walls, but actually there was not much. But we once got really scared when an old beer bottle dropped out of the insulation on a ceiling. Well, cheers, Mr. Construction Worker. Hope your beer was good and cold. Another slightly eerie spot is here, where you still have the nails and shadows of 2 pictures that must have hung here for a long time. And some parts were especially difficult to remove with the tools we had at hand. They were just not enough. So we went and got us a new handsaw and an angle grinder. This helped a ton, and they were definitely worth their money. And well, so with a lot of clearing comes even more stuff to throw away and recycle, and here we are on a trip to get rid of some mineral wool and drywall. And because we already fiddled so much with electricity, we got some wall boxes for my parents' house. And we were doing a lot of research on what boxes to choose, because we were searching for one that could do load management between each box, and we also wanted to have some nice APIs. And these boxes from Easy were a very nice choice. And you currently even get financial support from the German state if you want to install some of these. So that's really awesome. So today we got those 2 nice wall boxes installed, and there's now one question left. Can I unlock them with the implant in my left hand? And the answer is yes. So that's everything for this week. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye.